Hello, monsters abound here, a YouTuber with the brain of Mazdamundi, the body of Karl Franz, and the ephemeral beauty of Throg. No, I didn't get that wrong. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 6 of my Mazdamundi campaign. Last time we captured Swamp Town, which isn't a good name for a town, is it? You wouldn't want to go on holiday there. Still, it's now ours, and Port Reaver, which is Phil's last holdout, doesn't have any recruitment buildings. Fuck you, Phil. Good. So, the AI will swap those buildings round as soon as it can, which means we've got a small window to hit Port Reaver in. I imagine they'll start knocking buildings down this turn, probably start building. So we've probably got, I reckon, a couple of turns before they start spamming swordsmen. Not that swordsmen are much of a threat, to be honest. So we should be okay. However, they do have a beefy garrison. So that is there's something to worry about, but we do have a little bit more money. Public order is still a little bit of an issue. We will get a rebellion in 9 turns, but I think Hexotl's got a big enough garrison to hold out even if the rebellion does pop and we can't deal with it. I've also done some renaming. So Cricket has become Kit Kat, and Crunchy, of course, his Cold One mount. I was looking at Kamator, and I noticed he had the Pompous trait. Now, obviously, he came in an event, so I didn't pick him. So he's pompous. So what are you even for? You're not part of the Great Plan, like all of your kind. And he reduces enemy leadership by -4 in the local region, which is actually very, very useful. But I thought, who's the most pompous person I can think of? Of course, it's Boris Johnson. So we've got Boris Johnson as a skink priest of beasts because he doesn't know what we're even for. So that's Boris Johnson there. We've also got the sneaky scale babies. Because someone wanted scale babies, but that was skinks, and I've got rid of all the skinks. We've just got chameleon skinks, and they're sneaky. So they're sneaky scale babies. We've got the Raptor pack and the clever girls, and I think that's it. It's all good, isn't it? If you do have names, shout. YouTube is a friggin' awful place to try and find old comments, so I do try and write them down. If I miss them and you haven't seen yours, then just say it again, because I might have missed it in the stuff. Anyway. So we're going to end the turn. Again, the New World Colony is probably going to try and replace some of their buildings. So we will need to go and... I want to grab the mysterious island down there. Go and see what that's all about. And then we'll head for Port Reaver. Now, the public order at Swamp Town is going to be pretty bad. Because obviously we just captured it. And also because it's probably a pretty shitty place to live. So we probably need to get... Well, I can't get a pub there, can we? I'm thinking dwarves, but... Probably want to get a temple or something to cheer people up. Anything, really. Oh, good. Green skins. And beastmen. Fab. Am I already at war with them? Why am I at war with the green skins? Oh, for fuck's sake. The latest spawning of Saurus warriors appears to be far more belligerent than any of you remember in recent times. Ferocity and resolve are called for when combating the foe, but your forces must also consider the Great Plan's higher purpose and not sacrifice themselves unduly. Will you embrace the vicious nature or order restraining for a more balanced army? So you can basically get minus melee defense and I'm thinking... Ooh... That's tricky, because that's quite a... I think I'm going to say the attack, just because units like the Raptors don't have much in the way of... They don't have a huge amount of attack, so reducing it by 7 is going to be pretty punishing for them, and I need them to hunt down missile units. Yeah, attack rod, defend. Your fearsome warriors lay into the enemy with gusto, even when it leaves them open to attack. Even losses are part of the Great Plan, and further spawnings are always possible. And we got 15 growth from the Tablets of Monuments. That's very nice. And we will grab sequence of the city. Every plaza, every ziggurat, every stone, each element must be laid out exactly as the old ones decreed. That's going to reduce our construction costs, which is pretty nice. We're going to go for that one. Okay, so we've got... Yeah. Well, I don't really want to. Alright, Kit Kat. You've got a skill point. Kit Kats. We're going to... Wound Maker? Let's go for Woundmaker. Oh, that's a problem. It looks like they're coming north as well. I mean, even if I lose Swamp Town, is that a massive problem? If I can destroy the New World colonies, at least that... Yeah. It would mean I'd lose my trade, though. Alright, let's grab the Mysterious Island first. Mist clings to the ground and stubbornly refuses to shift even as your followers stride forth. They approach a place of ancient power. It is forbidding, but those who dare tread here may be rewarded, or so the prophecy scrawled into the map states. Power of Rage Army or Power of Prescience. Let's go the Power of Rage. 25% physical resistance for 10 turns. That's pretty good. Now, question is, do I head for Port Reaver?
I refuse.
It's going to take some time to siege it down.
The time for talk is over. Make your demands.
I mean, I could get a peace treaty. Oh, damn it. I was hoping to finish them off, but I've got beastmen and greenskins to myself. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, if I can peace out with Phil, that sort of protects my north, because I've got Hexotl and the Fallen Gate. They've both got walls. They're fine. If I can protect my south, I can then, if I can defeat the Greenskin army, I can then maybe expand a little bit by getting some of those ruins. That will increase my income, increase my power. I can get the ball rolling. Okay, so that's what I think I'm going to do. So we're going to get a peace treaty with Phil, even though I didn't particularly want to. No, we're not getting a non-aggression. In fact, fuck you, Phil. You can also give me some money. You can give me all your money. Come on, give me your lunch money, you big beardy git. Give me. Give me. All of it. Right. Let's head back to Swamp Town just for the moment. I could get some pots. Everyone loves pots, and that would give me some more trade income. I mean, not an awful lot, but something. What's my other options? Public order? Skink favelas doesn't really bring very much in, does it? Let's get skink lookouts just because I think it's gonna help. Okay. So one more turn to replenish, and then we head. I mean, we've got 25% physical resistance on all our units at the moment, which should offset the reduction in melee defense a bit. So yeah, the Clever Girl, the Raptor squad have got 44 and 45 melee attack, which is pretty good. And Hexotl is actually, it's only going down by, it's going to take 22 turns to rebel now. So it might be okay. I mean, plus 6 turns and we can upgrade the temple city, and then also upgrade the floating gardens, because everyone loves a garden that floats. Apparently, that's a thing. And that's going to give us more public order. And Skeggy, I think, are kind of locked in, because the Chaos Corruption is reducing. It's giving them a kick in the tail. So they're currently getting military presence, is increasing it by 20, but they're getting lack of corruption by 12. Although building's 14, so they're not really in that much. I mean, Skeggy don't seem to be very aggressive, famous last words, maybe. I don't think I can recruit anyone, really. I mean, I could get another Feral Cold Ones. I'm going to save. So we've got a Greenskin army heading north. And some Beastmen as well. Brilliant. Okay. That's the Redhorn tribe. Really? Hello? Can't help but notice you're right next to Swamp Town. I guess you're going to have to die. Oh, hello. The priests of Sotek, ever mindful of the need to press the Serpent God's cause on the field of battle, are uneasy at certain technological developments you believe to be part of the Great Plan. They counsel a more martial focus of the Old One's designs as to be realised, and the ancient enemy kept at bay. Will you overrule their objections or hear their reason? Hold on to your vision, which is going to give us research rate, but increase recruitment cost, or heed the priests, which is the reverse. I'm going to say hold on to your vision. Your efforts pay off, although focusing your resources thus takes it from the grand Your efforts pay off, although focusing your resources thus takes it from your Grand Saurus armies and risks their strength against the insidious foe. Okay. Bit of a weird sentence, but alright. Okay. Okay, more beastmen. I'm going to have to kill beastmen, aren't I? Because beastmen... beastmen are the worst. And they got a Sigor. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. Yeah. Although I would really like to... If he's just settled, he will be weak. But I won't be able to reach him in time. Okay, let's kill the beastmen. What I might actually do is recruit some units. Maybe even the Blessed Pterodons. Now, that will cut into my income. But those lads... Explosive damage from above. Which is pretty beefy. So, yes. So, let's... Okay, let's kill these beastmens. War declared, now you die. Yeah. That's fine. So you've got 2 standards of discipline. So I'm going to give that to, God, I don't know, them. For some reason. We'll go with that. They've got feral manticores and a Sigil. That's going to sting. I mean, I could just auto-resolve it. Okay, I'm going to auto-resolve it. It's probably took far less damage than I actually would have. Let's kill and eat. We've got the Wand of Jet, which is... That's right. And Boris has picked up a Great Plan Archivist, which is going to increase his campaign line of sight by 15%. Yes! The latest scheme is in keeping with the Great Plan. The old ones will be pleased, assuming they're not all dead. Boris, you picked up a skill point. I kind of want to make you an agent, but... I mean, it's nice to have, isn't it? It's nice to have. But let's go for Wissians. What you can sort of flit between, maybe. Right, let's murder you. Jeez, took quite a bit of damage there, but never mind. Right, you are dead. What's our replenishment like? Not actually too bad. We could set up camp just there. We're a little bit closer. They're going to heal up in 1 turn. That's a lot of Savage Orcs. It's a lot of Savage Orcs. I think now is the time to strike, though, while we've got this this 25% physical resistance going on. 9 more turns. Yeah. You get. Right, Mazdamundi. You've got a skill point. Going to go with Great Rumination, because that's going to give us more Winds of Magic. That's good. You've got the Forbidden Rod, and I could give you the Wand of... Oh, actually, what we could do, Boris. You can have the Wand of... Oh, you can have Power Stone as well. What is better? 57 seconds. I think it's pretty much the... I think they're basically the same item. 1 use. I mean, it does say it's got 1 use, but it's a 45-second cooldown, so I don't know whether that means you can use it again. Have the Wand of Jet, Boris. I don't think we've got anything else. Man-spawn Sacrifice. Okay. I mean, we have been killing a lot of humans, so you know, there is that. Let's grab a Blessed Pterodon Rider. Now, again, that is going to cut him, but to be honest, we've got... That would be 80 turns before we ran out of money, so I'm kind of okay with that. We need to go down and beat up those greenskins, and I think those Blessed Pterodon Riders are going to help do it. Looks like the Redhorn tribe is near the Wood Elves now. They have popped back up. Bloody miles away. Ooh, what happened there? Did they just consolidate their army and drop down the number of units? So we failed that. I'm not really bothered about that. Yes, it looks like that's what they've done. Now, they will be able to recruit quite a few, but Swamp Town is only going down 1 a turn. As is Swamp Town part of... No, it's part of was wondering if it's part of Hexotl, but it's not. Ziggurat of Dawn and Skeggy are. Okay, we move quick as we can. We're going to hit Greebit's Bootlicker. Maybe, I mean, if we could force all the way down to the floating pyramid, that would be... That would be good, although they have got garrison at the High Sentinel now. If we can peace out, basically, I just don't want to be at war with anyone at the moment. Then I can settle some of these ruined provinces, rebuild them, and then we'll have a nice core to use. I mean, I could maybe recruit another... If I recruited Asaris Oldblood, I could maybe then go and resettle these. It'd be expensive. But like if I could grab Maku Peaks, that... Okay, Bokhu or Temo Zama. Timo Zuma. You're up. Okay, we're losing... Right, yeah. That's going to take 2,500. We need to move quick. Mazdamundi can deal with that. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do. If we can... I mean, I can grab Maku Peaks and then disband Zuma. But that's the capital of that province, which means we can then rebuild. And you can see Old World colonies now recruiting units. That's right, we've got peace for a little while. And I'm hoping next time hostilities occur, we will have more resources and we'll be able to throw everything we've got at them and wipe them out once and for all. Hello, Skeggy. Hey, buddy. You want a peace treaty and you're going to give me money? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, Skaven Lair at Hexotl. Yeah, secure the sewers, I guess. We're going to have to. Let's grab Maku Peaks. How's... You have not recruited as many units as I thought you would, so you're dead. Wow, really? Are you sure? I disagree. How the hell have they got explosive bolts? That... Oh my god. That's gonna sting. So we're advancing under a hail of fire. Matilda, the Croxagores, or the Crocodilios I should say, the Raptor Pack, and the Clever Girls leading the way, backed up by Boris Johnson. And of course Kit Kats and Crunchy. Going to try and smash the door down ASAP because we're taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Blessed Pterodons with fire bowlers flying over the... See, they've already done a little bit of damage. Not too bad. They've got quite a lot of ammo as well, which is quite nice. So they're sort of like going to be flying over the city, bombarding. Because there's a lot of Savage Orcs in the centre. We've already used a burning head. As you can see, there's a fair chunk of damage there. Mazdamundi did manage to rack up some kills, 75, which has barely done a dent in the Savage Orc horde. The Chameleon Skinks and the Sneaky Scale Baby is getting pretty punished, but they are taking some fire off us, so there is that. Going to move them out of range of those towers. Get everyone sort of into relative safety as we try and smash down the door. The fire bowlers just bombing the Savage Orcs. They do have like a bombard ability. I don't know what we call it. Can we see? So they got drop rocks. Unfortunately, because they're blessed, and I used their thingy ability, I think there we go, the blessed spawning of Hunachi, that means I can't use the bombard, so I guess don't use that if you've got rocks, is basically the thing there. I mean, I know that I think the blessing buffs are a Steel Faith Overhaul thing, so they've had to work within the rules that have been given. But yeah, it's... I guess they're one of the few units that would be blessed spawnings that would have other abilities to use, potentially, so... Maybe that's that. But they are flying overhead, they're just bombarding the Savage Orcs from above. And finally the gates are down, and the Saurus Warriors, Matilda, Crocodilios, Kit Kat all charging in, smashing our way through the Savage Orc horde. Or trying to, because I say there's a lot of Savage Orcs here. It's a lot of Savage Orcs. We are going to buff up Matilda. He's got Apotheosis on her, and Wissian's wild form, so more armor and weapon damage. He's going to be careering through. But there's a big mob of Savage Orcs here now. Huge numbers. You can see we're getting a little burning head here. This should be good. You can see it career. Look at that, just explode. These are trench in the Savage Orc lines. Bodies everywhere. Mazdamundi's outside using his Great Rumination. I think he is. I know he's using there he goes. Great Rumination. So that means he cannot move and he gets a lot less melee defense. Makes him quite vulnerable. But sort of sat out here, just outside the gates. That seems fine. He's alright there. So the sneaky scale baby shooting past him. Little bow darts. It's amazing. Good stuff. So lots of winds of magic coming out there. We're buffing our units, debuffing theirs. Curse the Midnight Wind. The fire bowlers flying overhead and bombarding. Large concentrations of Savage Orcs. You can see lots of Savage Orcs now fleeing from the battle. Matilda just wading through them, up to 25 kills, been doing a lot of damage there. And we are slowly smashing our way through. As you can see, a quick surge there. Pushing the Savage Orcs back towards the city centre and the victory conditions. As you can see, there's the line there, and we're pushing ever forward. There's the Blessaurus with shields. I think there's some Saurus Warriors in there as well as Scale Babies and Chameleon Skinks moving over to the flank. Crocodilios and Matilda. And of course the Temple Guard, the Guardians of Mazdamundi. Another burning head. Leaves, just destroys Savage Orcs. Absolutely destroys them. As you can see, Mazdamundi up to 411 kills. Savage Orcs coming on the left flank. The Saurus Warriors disengaging from that mob to move over to intercept them. I think we're fairly even here, but the physical resistance buff that we got from the Forbidden Isle should hopefully give us the advantage. Tilda's moving in to back us up. Just exploding Savage Orcs. Good work, Matilda. And the rest of our army pushing into the city centre. We're fighting around the flag now. The flag and the city centre is falling to us, which means victory is pretty much assured now. The blessed Pterodon riders bombarding this little mob of Savage Orcs down here, just trying to break them. They're up to 51 kills now, so they've been doing fairly... I was a little bit worried they might not be very effective, but actually they've been doing pretty well. There's Mazdamundi's flag rising in the city centre as the blessed Saurus Warriors finish off the last of the Savage Orcs in the city centre. There's still a few units on the wall over here, but otherwise I think we've got the drop on them. Tilda was racking up kills. Victories in our grass. There we go. Mazdamundi's going to drop a little lightning bolt, which explodes some Savage Orcs there. Mazdamundi up to 414 kills. And the Savage Orcs now breaking and running. They're going to try and flee into the Saurus Warriors. Obviously, that's a bit of a mistake. You see huge piles of greenskins just littering the ground over here. Every so often, just the one or two Saurus Warriors, but overall we haven't actually taken much damage. And the Raptors chasing after the fleeing Savage Orcs. Try and kill as many as possible. Not that we need to. Gonna be honest, as we were running up to the gate, taking it under that fire, I was worried. Shouldn't have been though. Only lost 149. Oh, we've got Gambler's Armour as well. That's nice. I mean, maybe I'll keep that on Mazdamundi. It's just a ward save, so that sometimes help him along. So lots of kills there for everyone. Nice work. I was quite... you know what? The Blessed Pterodons, I wasn't... At the start, I was a little bit... Yeah. But actually, Racked up 123 kills. I mean, to be honest, they couldn't really miss with their shots, could they? Everyone did very well there. I mean, Mazdamundi again, just pulling it out of the hat with the burning head. Excellent stuff. Now, obviously, this is a capital, so it makes sense to take it, really. Makes sense what we got here. Skink favelas. Well, you know, that's fine. We can grab Maku Peaks next. You would take a peace treaty. And to be honest, I don't I mean, I could. We got the capital. We could grab the Monument of the Moon. I mean, we could potentially keep... The only thing I'm thinking about is that if I keep fighting southward, I'm going to run into the vampire counts. They're then going to declare war on me. Which, to be honest, I think I would prefer to have the orcs as a buffer state. Which sounds a bit weird, but the thing is, I've got lots of expansion opportunities already here. I mean, I've got ruins all over the place. I've got Skeggy and the old world colonies to capture. So fighting down to Lustria at this moment in time feels like it would be a bit of a waste. So, especially until I can get a full friggin' army. So, right, Mazdamundi. Well, obviously we're going to get Zlak. Largest Stakidon to be found anywhere. Zlak has served Lord Mazdamundi faithfully for almost 500 years. Boop. So now he's on a big old Stegiodon, which makes him rather brutal in combat, on top of being, obviously, a magical mastermind. And Kit Kat and Crunchy, are we going to get Deadly Onslaught? I think we are. So let's grab Deadly Onslaught and Boris Johnson. I do like Amber Spear. It is of questionable usefulness. I do like it, though. And, I mean, Wild Heart's always... It just gives more power. I mean, it basically just gives you back some magic when you cast it. So... Alright, let's get Wild Heart. Let's get Wild Heart. It's going to take us a little while to recover as well. What can we build here? So we can get lotus, is it medicinal plants? Glowing berry patches. Medicinal plants which don't give you any replenishment, which is a little bit weird, but okay. So there's nothing special to build here. Alright, well let's knock that down. We can grab Maku Peaks next turn. Yeah, they've knocked down their walls to get a training field, which actually works in my favour because it makes their garrison a little less strong. And also, I think they'll be able to afford an army and that's it. Have we got walls at Swamp? Do you only need level 1 walls to have walls? It looks like it's got walls. Yep, adds walls to settlement, region-wide. Okay. I guess that's a change that Steel Faith Overhaul's done. Right, so we'll grab Maku Peaks next. Right, I just put a little cut in here because I forgot to do something before I ended the turn, which was to make peace with the Blue Vipers.
Where's my madness? Come and die.
Yeah, well, give me all your money. No? Really? Are you sure? What about some of your money? Moderate. That's alright, good. The reason I did that was because in the intervening turn, they then invited Marathi to declare war on me, and of course she did. So I ended up with... so frankly, I was like, you know what, I can peace out, and that will never happen. It's part of the old one's plan that doesn't happen. Part of my fucking plan. So good, right, end turn. Now, technically, I don't think I'm at war with anyone at the moment. A rare moment of peace for Mazdamundi. Which is fine by me. Which means we can hoover up some of these ruins scattered around. That's going to... We can then build up our infrastructure. And then we can kill Phil.
Your prestige grows, my lord.
I know.
News of your conquests spreads far and wide.
Yeah, okay, go on, piss off. So we completed the first objective. We got to rubble. We return. The history of Lisbon is written in blood. Great volumes of war that have left their mark on land and lizard alike. War is all-consuming for Mazdamundi. Only through relentless military undertaking can chaos be kept at bay and the great plan realised. Okay, well, let's grab Maku Peaks. Colonise it. Thank you very much. Timo Zuma, and your job, your work is now done. Thank you. Right, let's build that. We're currently at peace. We could grab the Monument of the Moon. Is that going to cause us any problems? You know what? I think I'll get Shrine of Sotek first. Yeah, let's do that. So let's grab that one next. There's Zlak. It kind of looks a bit uncomfortable. I mean, Zlak is big. Mazdamundi, I mean, it looks like poor old Zlak's struggling a bit there, doesn't he? But I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure it's just because it's on the campaign map. What we do want is... Oh my god, really? Can we not get a public order building? Are you shitting me? Next rank. Brilliant. Okay, let's get additional growth then, because otherwise the public order here is just going... I mean, we could untax it. How much tax is it bringing in? 42. Yeah, I don't think untaxing it is going to be too much of a problem. Do that. Public order is still collapsing there. Still going down there. If we take the Shrine of Sotek, that should beef it up a little bit, and we can then upgrade Maku Peaks. All that kind of good stuff. And as long as Marathi doesn't declare war on us, we're fine.
Be quick about it.
Really? Are you only at war with the exiles? I'm just... God, Alice, why couldn't you hold on for a little bit longer? Jesus, you're just bloody useless. Never mind. Okay, well, so we've defeated the Blue Vipers, or at least driven them back, and retaken Pahu, and Maku Peaks. We're going to grab the Shrine of Sotek, and that means we've kind of expanded quite rapidly in the last few turns, which I think is very good. I think taking Swamp Town was very much the turning point there, and we're now kind of moving in the right direction, although I should maybe get rid of some of these units because it's quite expensive. Could I... You know what? Trade. Right, can't trade with them. No them. No. Okay, well, there's no one I can trade with. Any person I can trade with is Lothern, and I'm already trading with them. And it looks like Lothern has actually captured quite a lot of territory. Do you know what? We need to build up our trade. We can get the High Elves on side and use them as our allies. I think that's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.